Musk turned 30 in June 2001. The couple decided to move south and began their family, the next chapter of their lives in Los Angeles. After being pushed out of PayPal, Musk had started to revisit his childhood fantasies around rocket ships and space travel. Musk had picked Los Angeles with intent. It gave him access to space, or at least the space industry. Musk's first interactions with the aeronautical community were with an electric collection of space enthusiasts, members of a non-profit group called the Mars Society. Musk gave some fund, around $500 million to it. Musk had actually started thinking bigger than the Mars Society. Rather than send a few mice into Earth's orbit, Musk wanted to send them to Mars. Musk resigned from his position as a director of the Mars Society and announced his own organization. The main thing troubling the space experts was Musk's budget. It seemed like Musk wanted to spend $20 to $30 million, but around $200 million it needed. Musk intended to buy a refurbished intercontinental ballistic missile, that is ICBM, from the Russians and use that as his launch vehicle. The meeting between Musk and Russians at Moscow. Musk asked how much a missile would cost. They said $8 million each, but he wanted two at that price. Then the deal abandoned. Musk opened his laptop and after some time he shared the news, "Guys, I think we can build this rocket ourselves," with his friends. Musk passed his laptop over to Griffin and Cantrell and they dumbfounded. The spreadsheet detailed the costs of the materials needed to build, assemble, and launch a rocket. Forget the mice, forget the plant with its own video feed going, or possibly dying on Mars. Musk could inspire people to think about exploring space again by making it cheaper to explore space. While well aware of the risks tied to starting a rocket company, Musk had at least one reason to think he might succeed where others had failed. That reason's name was Tom Muller. He is an enthusiastic to made rockets from childhood onwards. It was Cantrell who recommended that Musk check out Gavis' workshop and see Muller's designs for engines. On a Sunday, Musk arrived with a pregnant Justin wearing a stylish black leather trench coat and looking like a high paid assassin. Musk asked so many questions about cost and design and more. Miller had helped Musk fill out that spreadsheet around the performance and cost metrics of a new low cost rocket. The rocket would not carry truck sized satellites, instead, Musk's rocket would be aimed at the lower end of the satellite market. And it could end up as ideal for an emerging class of smaller payloads. The SpaceX workspace has started with combinedly having the group of software engineers and machine designers and welders and all employees working together. This approach is a major break with traditional aerospace offices because they are using less rental spaces for hardware designing. Actually, they didn't connect with computer engineers personally. SpaceX was to be America's attempt at a clean slate in the rocket business, a modernized reset. At the time of deal closing of PayPal with eBay, Musk lost his first kid due to sudden infant death syndrome. But he ran out of the tragedy by doing more work on SpaceX. Together, Hallman and Muller figured out which part of the engine SpaceX would build at the factory and which parts it would try to buy. According to Musk, its first rocket would launch in early 2004 from Vandenberg Air Force Base, carrying a satellite called TaxSat-1 for the Department of Defense. With this goal looming, 12 hours days, 6 days a week were considered the norm, although many people worked longer than that for extended periods of time. More problems arose and blocked any thoughts of launch. Finally, on March 24, 2006, it was the day waiting from all SpaceX employees. The Falcon 1 stood on its square launch pad and ignited, it soared into the sky. Then, about 25 seconds in, it became clear that all was not well. A fire broke out above the Merlin engine and it was a failure. So, the Falcon 1 ended up falling directly down onto the launch site. Almost exactly a year later, SpaceX was ready to try another launch on March 21st. The Falcon finally behaved, but this time also not full-fledged reaction. The failure was another crushing blow to SpaceX engineers. But Musk was very optimistic. He is following his dreams his own, and they are unstoppable to failures. These are their achievements. Thank you.